Ooh, hello. Bit of a shout out for John. BIPBOPBOOM. Um, just a fluke. I caught your live stream a bit of it today. It was great. Um, you mentioned Dave D. Dozy, Beaky Mick and Titch. It's my Australian EP. Be from about Save Me and Bend It were the big hits here. Huge hits in Australia and the UK. They weren't that great. They're sort of like a B level pop group. But the interesting thing about Dave D, of course, I believe that's him. He was cadet policeman. He attended the car crash where Eddie Cochran was killed. He was the first on the scene. Bit of pop trivia for you there. So, interesting. Yeah, so that's Dave D. Dozy, Beaky Mick and Titch, my Australian EP. I don't play it. It's the sort of stuff you like when you're 15, 14. And while you were talking about PJ Proby, or his real name's something Smith, Marcus Smith, I forget, I should have looked it up, but Jim Smith, you know. So then he was Jet Powers, and then he became PJ Proby, and he actually had, for about a year, he had two big hits, Hold Me and Somewhere, that song from West Side Story, I think. He sort of sounds like that chicken out of Warner Brothers cartoons, that big rooster. It doesn't matter. Foghorn Leghorn. The way he sings it, I keep laughing. He's trying to do this big operatic thing, but it comes across like Foghorn Leghorn. You know, and his southern accent, of course, you know, he's a boy. I think he's a Texas boy, pretty sure. And talking of Texas, the mighty Tex Perkins, Australian pop singer, rock star, punk, name him, what he's done it all, mate. Yeah, so Tex Perkins, it brought me to mind. This is his autobiography. It's a fantastic read. Beast Suburban, probably, The Low Road, one of the greatest albums of all time ever to come out of this country. Yeah, and I just thought, wow, I just remembered there was something in this book, and I've just got to find it. Here we are. I'll just pick out a couple of bits. Another one of the many weirdos I found myself mixed up with was PJ Proby, an American pop singer who had been big in England for a moment in the 60s. He had a few hits. Hold Me, Maria, that's it, sorry, Maria from West Side Story. He also did Somewhere, which I think might have been from West Side Story as well. But maybe Maria and Somewhere is the same song. Don't ask me. But Hold Me's a classic. I've got my original 45 somewhere here. And 1964 that came out. I bought it. I was 13. And yes, that guitar sound on that. It was the wildest guitar anyone had heard in a long time. And if ever, just the guitar solo in the middle there. And for many years, everyone said it was Jimmy Page, but it was Big Jim Sullivan. But it's great stuff. It still sounds great today. It's an absolute stomper of a track, mate. PJ Proby, Hold Me, get it. Must have. Yeah, so anyway, we'll get over all these. See, Proby was also apparently used for demoing tunes that publishers and songwriters hoped Elvis Presley would record. These people would get their songs to Proby. He would sing them aping Elvis's style, vis-a-vis the Jet Powers thing. And then they'd be sent to Elvis, who would ape Proby, aping him. And then everybody, how good is that? They'd send Proby's demos to Elvis, who would ape Proby, aping him. You know, it's just so funny. And, you know, they were both like Southern boys. In some ways, PJ Proby was he was, I suppose he should have been bigger than Elvis in a way. He's actually a better singer in some ways, and he was better looking even. The girls in the UK went nuts for this guy, but he's a nutcase, a big time nutcase. Anyway, apart from all that, you might be getting the idea that PJ Proby was an unlikely contender for an Australian tour in the late 80s. But it happened and I found myself caught up in it. I'll skip through all the bits. Okay, the now legendary gig at the Paddington RSL, that's where I saw the Mudhoney. Great place. Oh no, yes it was. Don't worry about it. No, it was Paddington. Yes, it was. Oh, allergies. It was a bizarre night. PJ entered stage left wearing a kind of Daniel Boone outfit and sporting a grey-haired page boy haircut and goatee. Everyone found out after it was too late that PJ would get himself to a level of drunkenness that was a kind of madness. He tried to start a song and it would be impossible for him. There'd be all sorts of mumbling and then some bizarre off-the-wall demented rant. It was all very dramatic. Proby was always into the whole theatrical drama of the thing. I think at one point there were tears, and it is really dramatic because he really fucked up. I was in the audience, and it was a case of everyone looking at each other and going, what the fuck is happening? I remember him taking what seemed like 20 minutes just to get this one song started. I wish I'd been at this one. Holy shit, I wish I'd seen that one. Christ. I just met a girl named Maria. And then he'd be briefly catatonic, frozen in a moment, mouth open, gaping wide. I saw people like Harry Dean Stanton in there around the same time, and it was jam tight, but not for PJ. I mean, it had to be explained to me who PJ Proby was. See, so you Tex would be in his 50s, pushing 60 now, but to someone at my age, 70, 71, PJ Proby was a huge hit. Only, for a year or something, but he was massive. So, anyway, that's enough. That's enough waffling. Yeah, it was good to catch your live stream today, mate. And yep, Jet Powers, PJ Proby. I think he's still alive. God, I don't know.